loved, that is enough. Ask nothing further. In sum, ladies and gentlemen, the customs and manners of the Regency period were exemplified and celebrated in Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Now, it might seem quaint and old-fashioned, but Jane Austen's world was defined by civility. Social graces shaped society. While you might not think it's relevant, the lessons of gentility and respect still have a place in the world today. Okay, well, that wraps it up for this quarter. I expect to have your final essays in my inbox at midnight tonight. Hey, Jazz, what's up? I'd love to, but I have plans. Yes, it's a date, a lunch date. Well, I gotta go. Okay, take care. I was born and raised here. Just been me and my dad. You know, it's funny. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be like him. A roper, a rider. But then I grew up. And I went away to college. Ta-da! Here I am. Assistant Professor Kelly Pavlik, Montana State University, with an invitation to lecture at Oxford next year once I'm done my doctorate.
So, you study a lot, right?
It's one way of putting it.
Very cool. I read stuff.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Big reader. Captain Fantastic, totally awesome. But not as much as Lizard Man. Lizard Man rocks.
So you read comic books?
Graphic novels.
Yeah, but that's not...
Touchdown! Yes! Come on! Wow. That was really rude of me, and I'm sorry about that. Judy. I mean Kelly. Oh. Sorry, did you want to watch too?
So there I was, telling him my life story, and he didn't hear a word of it. Jerk. His loss. I thought so. Jasmine, you're my best friend. Tell me what it is I'm doing wrong.
How about stop dating losers?
They can't all be losers. Maybe I should just stop dating.
Oh, come on. The way I see it is you spend your time living in books. Books that were written when chivalry was still a thing.
So, I miss chivalry.
Kelly, the kind of guy you're looking for doesn't exist anymore.
There's gotta be some guy out there that's a lot less lizard boy and a little bit more Fitzwilliam Darcy.
If you don't want to spend your life being constantly disappointed, you're gonna have to accept the fact that times have changed. And men have really changed.
Never! Thanks for lunch.
Miss Kelly Pavlik, daughter of Henry Pavlik.
Yes?
Grimsby's the name. I've been retained to locate your father regarding a matter of great concern.
You're looking for my dad, Hank Pavlik?
Indeed, I am.
Are you sure you have the right man?
Oh, quite sure. It's vital that I speak with him, in person, preferably, as soon as possible.
Is he in trouble?
No, madam.
But it's vital.
Positively vital.
All right. Come on in.
Well, now I'm beginning to think maybe it was actually the filling station. You know the big A where I parked my car at?
Yep.
So I hike on down there and take a look, see, and what do you suppose I found? Nothing. That ain't there. Guy was going nuts.
Looks like we got ourselves company there, Zeke. I think I'll head on down there and see who it is.
Right in the middle of my story? That ain't finished.
Well, I reckon you can finish your story by yourself. Oh, and Zeke.
Yeah.
You took the pickup to town. That's why you couldn't find your car. Yeah, end of story. Believe me, I've been there, son. Done that. Come on, Bear. Whoever said money can't buy happiness forgot about puppies, Bear.
Word to the wise. This is a cattle ranch. You might want to watch your step.
A veritable minefield. How delightful.
Hello, Princess.
Dad?
Been a while.
Not that long.
Well, long enough. So what brings you out here?
Dad, this is Mr. Grimsby. He's a solicitor.
Solicitor, huh? What are you selling?
I'm not selling anything. I trust you know what a solicitor is.
Yeah, I do. Person who solicits.
Dad, Mr. Grimsby is an attorney.
Oh. Well, like I said, what can I do for you, Grimsby?
I've been retained to bring you some rather momentous news. Due to the passing of a distant relative, you've inherited a substantial estate in Morania.
Never heard of it.
Central Europe, a principality right next to Angosia.
Morania, huh? What kind of a scam you running?
I assure you, sir, it is not a scam.
Okay, well, how much could I get for this sizable estate if I sold it?
Why would you want to sell it?
Could use a new pair of boots, and the good ones, they don't come cheap.
I'm afraid it's more complicated than that, Mr. Pavlik. You see, there's a title that comes with the property.
I'm supposed to be impressed with the title.
Dad, forget about the title. You just need to go and sign some documents.
In the presence of a judge.
The judge in Morania, I presume.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, I get back to you on that, huh?
Sir, I really must
No,
insist that...
don't worry about him. This is what he does. I'll take care of it.
Some people.
You're stubborn, Dad. You know that? Since Mom died, this place is your only life.
There's nothing wrong with that. You really think this Grimsby guy's on the level?
Well, he showed me 6 different databases that document genealogy. Your great-great-great-grandfather immigrated from Morania in 1793. He gave up everything to marry someone his family didn't approve of. Oh, come on, Dad. It wouldn't hurt to go for a little bit.
Everything I want is here. I got my dog, and I got you. I don't want nothing. I'm happy.
Dad, I was offered a teaching position at Oxford next year.
What are you telling me?
It's not permanent at first. Anyway, I'd be a visiting lecturer. But I could be moving to England for a while.
You can't turn your back on family like that. I mean, Boston was bad enough, but England?
I'm not turning my back on anyone, Dad. Okay? I'm just following my dreams. Things are different now. I never see you anymore unless I come to the ranch, and then when I do come, you don't even act like you're interested in anything I'm doing.
Well, that's not true. What else would you want to talk about?
There's so much we could talk about.
Yeah, but whatever happened to that girl who loved riding horses and roping cattle?
Yeah, maybe she grew up. Maybe she wanted to get out and see new things and new places, see the world.
So this place isn't good enough for you, huh? Why? Because I don't read fancy books or make the big money?
I never said that.
Well, that's what you meant.
I guess I shouldn't even be surprised.
Okay. Okay, I'll go. Oh. But I'm gonna miss my dog. Yeah, I'm gonna miss your bad breath a whole bunch, Bear. That's for sure. Old Hank loves his bear dog. Oh, wow, somebody needs a bath.
Ma. John Wayne.
Stop.
You made it! Excellent! I have the car waiting.
Wow, this is for us?
Oh, don't get all worked up, Princess. Yeah, my old pickup's more dependable than this rig. Let's just hope we don't have to get out and push her.
Right this way, sir.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, what are you doing? You're scaring them.
Would you mind moving your sheep off the road?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, come on, let's go.
Oh, good grief. Let me do this. Excuse me.
Come on.
Okay,
Yeah.
little buddies, let's go. Move along. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Come on.
That's my girl, Grimsby. It's good to see she's still got it in her. Nice job.
Thanks, Dad. Thank you. Later.
This is it, sir. Your estate. Up there.
That's not an estate. That's,
Castle. We're gonna live in a castle?
vampires live in castle.
Dad.
Thank you.
Bit like Montana?
This looks nothing like Montana.
Well, smelling like Montana. Why, am I wrong?
This way, please.
Welcome, sire.
Howdy.
Sir?
How you doing there? Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us.
Sir.
Hello. Much obliged.
Welcome, sire.
I'd like you to meet Miss Cecilia Petrov and Mr. Bosworth. They will be your private secretary and gentleman's gentleman while you are in residence.
My what?
Your butler, Your Majesty.
What do you call me?
Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
I'm sure you're eager to see your property.
That would be lovely.
This way, please.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
As I hope I made clear, in addition to the estate, sire, you've also inherited the title that comes with it. And though very few actual responsibilities are attached, there are a limited number of ceremonial duties you'll be required to fulfill.
Yeah, the title. So, what's the title?
You're the king of Morania, Dad.
You knew about this and you didn't say nothing?
Would you be here if I did?
Well, you know the answer to that.
Grimsby, can we have a moment alone, please?
Of course.
I'm sorry.
Boy, you better be. You want to tell me what's so funny?
Since I was little, you've always had a nickname for me.
Really? Like what?
Princess. You always called me princess, and now I am, I guess, but for real.
I am not a king. I am a cowhand, and I don't belong here. Haven't you got sense to see that?
What I see is that you're not even trying to make this work.
I just got here, and already I miss my dog.
Oh, here we go.
No, you asked me to go on this trip, and I did. And now I'm going home. As soon as I can find this guy Grimsby to tell him I'm quitting. I'm going to Montana.
It's called abdicating, Dad. And before you do it, there is something you should know.
This is where we are, Morania. We share a border here with Angosia. Centuries ago, both countries were one, ruled by a king who had twin sons. He couldn't choose a successor between them, so he split Angosia in half.
One got Angosia and the other one got Morenia.
So what's any of this got to do with me?
The division remains as long as there's a king on the Moranian throne.
Well, that's why they were so desperate to find you. When the last king died, you were the only living male heir.
So, if you abdicate, the country would lose its independence. Morania would then be ruled by King Nicholas of Angosia.
Look, I'm sorry for your trouble, I am. But you got the wrong guy. My daddy was a ranchman, and so was his daddy. That's all we've ever been, is cattlemen and horseshoers. So, we'll be leaving first thing in the morning.
Dad? Dad, stop.
I know how you love your books and your stories. Well, that's all you got here, just another story.
Don't you get it? Your roots, my roots, they're here. These people need you now.
You don't know anything about these people.
I know that they want their independence.
Well, so do I.
Oh, she's a feisty one, sir. Can I get you anything, sir?
Fresh air. I'm going for a walk.
Excellent idea.
Alone, Bosworth.
Oh, as you wish, sir.
I hope it's to your liking, Your Grace.
I don't like it. I love it. But I don't know how long I'll be staying.
Is your father really leaving?
I don't know. That's what he says.
If I can speak plainly, it's so very important to all of us here to get him to change his mind.
I'm gonna try.
Well, let me know if you need anything.
Thanks. Cece,
Yes?
I want to do research on Morenia and the people here. Is there a library in town?
Of course, but I think you'll find the palace library more to your liking.
Well, hello, girls. Huh. Careful.
Thank you. Hey, I know you. You're the shepherd guy.
Also the cow guy, the horse guy, and the all-round raw stable guy. I even have a name. I'm Alex.
I'm Kelly.
Yeah, Princess Kelly. I heard.
Kelly is fine. So, what brings a shepherd guy, cow guy, and an all-around royal stable guy to a library?
Well, I was just returning these before King Victor died last year. He allowed me to borrow anything I wanted. Since then, I wasn't sure I'd still be allowed.
I'm sure it's okay.
So you're not going to send me to the dungeon?
Not today. So, looks like you're reading some poetry.
Words like nature half reveal and half conceal the soul within.
Tennyson. Okay. It's not what I would expect from a stable boy.
I can also quote a fair amount of Dr. Seuss. Though sadly, it doesn't impress anyone over the age of 6.
I'm more of a Jane Austen fan myself.
Austen. That's not what I would have expected from a Montana ranch hand.
I'm not a ranch hand.
Whatever you say.
I don't need you to carry my books.
But you're a royal princess. Not a common stable boy like me.
I didn't mean horsemen were common, just a little rough around the edges.
Oh. And you don't like rough edges?
You know, I think I will carry my own books. Thank you very much.
So what are you planning on doing with these?
Well, if you must know, I'm researching local history and culture.
Ah, well, lucky for you, I'm an expert in both. I can show you, take you on a tour to see some of the local landmarks if you like. Saddle up a couple of horses, ride out.
No. I haven't ridden in years.
Really, why not?
It's complicated.
Well, I'm sure I can keep up.
All right. When I was a kid, my father pushed me to become a ranch girl. I rode in competitions, barrel racing, that kind of thing. And then I just wanted something of my own. So I quit and never rode again.
And I bet your dad didn't like that.
I don't think he's ever forgiven me.
Well, he doesn't have to know. I mean, I'm sure you're pretty rusty, though.
Guess again.
Care to prove it?
I don't have to prove myself to you or anyone.
Of course you don't. But you don't want to humiliate yourself. I mean, I'm sure it was a long, long time ago.
Not that long.
Look, forget I said anything.
Already forgotten.
I mean, we wouldn't want you to strain anything royal. So you're coming? Books can be a wonderful gift. The ride through nature cures all.
This is... wow.
Jane Austen couldn't have put it more eloquently.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? We have incredible natural resources here. Lumber, ore, as mountains are filled with copper and tin, and a rare earth using computers.
It's like a postcard.
Yeah, it is. We were worried when King Nicholas was going to take over that things would change.
Change how?
King Nicholas likes to modernize, industrialize. But now your dad's here, we've got nothing to worry about.
Well, my dad's here now. I just need to convince him to stay.
Why is there a problem?
Well, the truth is, he doesn't feel like he belongs here.
There's something I need to show you.
Dad, we need to talk. What are you doing?
Gate needed fixing.
Well, what do you care if you're leaving tomorrow?
Something's broke, you fix it.
That's right. Come with me. Come on. These people here have a real problem, Dad, and it needs to be fixed, just like that gate out there.
You can't fix everything for everybody.
What is it that you always say? You never turn your back on family?
I'm not turning my back on...
Meet King Henry the Brave, first king of Morania. And don't you dare tell me he doesn't look like part of our family. Look, you don't need to stay here long, but long enough to knock some sense into King Nicholas of Angosia. What?
2 weeks. Once it's done, I'm gone.
Good morning, Your Majesty. Yes, your first appointment today is with Mr. Grimsby. A briefing.
What kind of briefing?
I believe it concerns your address to the Parliament, Privy Council.
What's that?
The group of elected ministers who tend to government affairs. Anything else?
No. No thanks, Buzz.
How wonderful. A nickname.
King Victor was a good man, but he didn't know the first thing about farming. You know, I wanted you to know I can do more. You just say the word and I'll be there.
Well, I appreciate that. Oh, nice chair. Where did they put the couch?
Yes.
Alex was telling me he'd like to increase the number of sheep
Yes, well, very good. First things first. Your daughter has told me you're on board and ready to get down to business.
Wait a minute. What exactly does that mean?
Well, I had a great idea, Dad, and Grimsby agrees. I invited King Nicholas of Angosia to pay us an official visit.
You'll be hosting him at a state dinner this evening.
Well, then, how about we make it a barbecue?
No.
Okay, so that's it?
And we've prepared a small guest list. Is there anyone you'd like to include?
Just my dog.
This afternoon, you'll be making an appearance with the Parliament Privy Council. Then we have the Royal Games, followed by the Royal Ball.
Royal pain is what it is. You know why a dog is man's best friend? Because he wags his tail instead of his tongue.
Stop it. Don't encourage him.
I didn't do anything.
Look, Grimsby, about the meeting this afternoon, I'm not sure I'm...
Prepared? Of course not. How could you be?
Oh, good, then you'll...
Right, your remarks? Already done? I've worked hard to strike the proper tone. Do try to read it as written. The council doesn't care much for surprises.
We'll get out of your way. Give you time to prepare.
I told you not to encourage him.
I'm not.
Why are you kissing up to him?
I wasn't. Look, we're just kindred spirits.
You know, he needs to behave like a king.
And you worry too much.
Now you're starting to sound just like him.
And is that so bad?
Yes.
Off with their heads!
Sir, sir. I'm afraid the West Wing has been avoided for years. Would you like me to kick the door in? I've seen it done in American action movies. It looks rather exciting.
No, I appreciate the offer. I'm just snooping around.
Oh, well, feel free to snoop, sire.
Yeah, can you tell me why it's all closed off like that?
Yes, cost-cutting. The monarchy lacks the necessary funds to maintain the property, so it's rather dank down there.
So I guess that explains all the repair that needs doing around here.
No, not to worry. The Parliament Privy Council expect to raise all the taxes to cover the expense. It's all in your speech.
It doesn't seem fair, folks having to pay for a house they don't even live in.
Well, it's the way it's been done for centuries, sir.
Tell me, Boz, that grassland behind the castle, do we own all that?
Oh, yes, it does indeed. All the way to the base of the mountains.
Good luck with your meeting.
Piece of cake.
Just please don't start a revolution.
In you go. Come on. Come on. Round you go. There you go.
What's her name?
This is Nellie.
She's, expecting, isn't she?
That's not bad for someone who's not a cowgirl anymore. Hey, if you give her one of these, she'll be your friend for life.
So, I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry for the thing yesterday.
What thing?
Just being, swatty. I'm sorry. I'm just not usually such a...
Princess?
Oh, no. King Nicholas is here, and he's early, and I am not ready. King
You must be Princess Kelly.
Your Grace, may I present King Nicholas of Angosia?
It's so nice to meet you.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect to. I thought.
I hope you're not disappointed.
No, Your Majesty.
So I meet with your approval?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, please, Your Majesty was my father, and I'm Nicholas.
And I clearly don't know what I'm doing.
Neither do I most of the time.
I'm sorry. I didn't have a chance to change before you got here.
Well, you look perfectly fetching in straw.
I'm sure you'd love to go to your room, freshen up, relax.
Sounds brilliant.
I'll show you the way.
We have tea in the drawing room at 3.
Well, until then.
Lords and ladies, may I present to you His Royal Majesty, King Henry of Morania.
Here's the deal, fellas. I'm supposed to stand up here and pretend to make nice so that you don't mind when I ask you to raise taxes so I can do repairs and pay some bills on that castle up there. Well, to me, that just don't seem fair. I was raised to pay my own way. Okay, here's my idea. You get me a few head of cattle, and I'll turn this royal spread into a real working cattle ranch. It's not gonna be a problem to turn a profit pretty quick.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Your Majesty, but wouldn't it be less work to simply raise the taxes?
Less work ain't the point.
And who would oversee such an operation?
You're looking at him.
Well, an admirable plan, Your Majesty, but we will still need to do a study.
Let me put this another way. You can either give me a few head of cattle, or I head back to Montana, and you all can start learning how to speak Angosian. Your choice.
Very well. Then, all in favor of establishing a royal spread, say aye. Aye.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, I have an emergency.
Oh,
Not an emergency. It's a wardrobe emergency. You see, I brought some things with me, but nothing I could really wear to the state dinner or the royal ball, and I really want to make an impression on King Nicholas.
I took the liberty of reaching out to our couturier.
Cece, you are a total genius.
It's a special occasion. Follow me.
Do you think I could?
Of course you can.
I think this one is good for the state dinner, but I don't know that there's one for the royal ball.
Oh, there is one more.
Well, I feel like celebrating. What would you say to us grabbing a nice cold beer?